everybody. Welcome. Today we are going to be playing ourselves a good amount of Standard, and we're going to be starting off with my deck of choice going into RCQ season, Spotlight Lyon, Spotlight Atlanta, that kind of events that are coming up here in the very near future. And it is now Izzet Blink. I mean, it was called Izzet Prowess before. I absolutely hated that name anyways, but it's what we called it at the Pro Tour, so I just wanted to make sure kept it consistent. But now I officially got the okay from Frank Karsten and Nick Miller. They're both calling this style of deck Izzet Blink for the spotlights this weekend, so I'm going to be doing the same. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I love this deck, y'all. I really love this deck. I think it's the best Izzet deck. Izzet Lessons, I think it's very good as well. Izzet Looting, I don't think it's that strong. But I've been having great results with this. Now I wrote a sideboard guide as well in my Patreon, so ! Patreon, or in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube. And while I wrote that guide, which is kind of wild, well, a new busted deck popped up, and that is Simic Ouroboros, and it's the real deal. I still think out of all the Izzet decks, this or Izzet Lessons would have the best matchup, and I don't think we're fully at the sky is falling phase yet. I think we can especially make some changes in this deck list, add more pyroclasms, that kind of thing, and still be pretty well set up against the new hotness, which is this Izzet Ouroboros deck, which can kill on turn 3. You know, it's the new hotness, so we're going to be talking about it a lot, and it's going to be all over the ladder. We're going to play against it a lot today. We're going to play with it at some point, and, it's the real deal. But we have enough interaction, and this deck has that ability to just play cheap spells after cheap spells, and interact basically on every single turn, plus play all these counter spells, like Get Out, Flash Freeze, Disdainful Stroke's going to be great against them, all that kind of stuff. So I think out of all the Izzet decks, we're the best prepared to deal with it. Now, this list that I have right now is not updated with the lens that this new Simic deck is going to be the most played deck, going to be the best deck. Not saying it's true, might be the best deck, that kind of thing. But we haven't fully adjusted our deck for it yet. This is just exactly what my article and sideboard guide was written about. And we're going to play against it and see how we fare before we start making some big changes. And I have played against it twice, just late last night while I was gaming. Right after I played a little of the Simic Ouroboros deck. And I killed on turn 3 a few times. So the deck is real. But I also went 2-0 against the deck and kind of just beat them down pretty badly by just killing their mana creatures. When the deck is cut off from their mana creatures, it's far less impressive, and our deck is great at doing that. So we'll see. Still might be a bad matchup, and we're going to learn together, but the name of the game from this Izzet Blink deck is we get to do one of the most powerful things in Standard. Maybe like third most powerful thing, as these green decks are doing some powerful over-the-top stuff, but Quantum Riddler Warped on turn 3, Splash Portal to blink it on turn 3, warp it, and then Splash Portal. And then you Splash Portal it, and you get that 4/6. You get to draw 2 cards, and that aspect is incredible. This deck does kind of play like a combo deck where you have that Riddler Splash Portal combo. Splash Portal with Trainer is also quite good. You draw a card plus you search again. So it's a build your own Ancestral Recall. And then we, of course, have the combo of Boomerang Basics and Storm Chaser's Talent. And then we have the combo of, we have a ton of interaction. We have Torches, Fire Magic, Abrades, Get Outs, and Roaring Furnaces. And I think if we had to make a huge over-adjustment to the Simic deck, Frostcliff Siege and Stock Ups would probably be the cards that would go for more interaction, as they're good cards, but when we're tapping out for 3 mana to play one of these things, and then we just die, that's not great. So I think Standard's going to be really fast, so we might have to lower the curve even more going forward if this Ouroboros matchup is bad. As far as the other matchups, I'm going to do a bit of a longer intro here just because I just wrote a guide on this, so I have a lot of knowledge floating around there from it. And right as I said that, I lost my train of thought. But anyways, yeah, the matchups for this deck. The matchups that I really dislike, Jeskai Artifacts is basically unwinnable. It does not line up. It lines up very well against us. The mono green landfall decks are very close. we're either slightly favored or a slight dog. And same with Dimir. I think we're a slight dog in that one. That one has felt a little bit rough. So those are the 3 problematic matchups. And then I've liked everything else. Simic Ouroboros still is, you know, to be determined if it is going to be a bad matchup or not. Low sample size with only my 2 matchups played. So outside of that, this deck has game against a lot of things. It's very unforgiving, though. It's unforgiving in your mulligan decisions. It's unforgiving with your play mistakes. So it is one of the tougher Izzet decks to play. Izzet Lessons is also tough. Then Izzet Looting is, I don't know, just play your seals and stuff and go from there. So, all right. That is it with this little deck tech for the deck. Once again, sideboard guide if you're interested in it in my Patreon. And let's do some battling. All right. Let the battling begin. So, I mean, we just kind of always have to assume we're up against the Simic deck now. And this hand is good against Simic. It's not that good outside of it if these are bad, but I mean, I'm going to keep thinking that most decks are that. And here we go. So let's start killing some elves, eh? I think you always just bolt the bird. I think you always just bolt the burb here. GG'ing. 2 GG'ins. Well, if I kill one of them, that kills both of them. And if I kill one of them right now, that keeps them off Ouroboros no matter what. Actually, it's not even true. They can Badgermole into Ouroboros. So I guess I'm supposed to just leave up Get Out here. But then that feels really bad if they do the thing for 4. I could just torch this one, play a land. Ouroboros would really kind of wreck me. It wouldn't be the biggest deal. I'm going to do that. I think this is close, but this is how tough this matchup is. You have to walk on eggshells because any wrong step and you are dead. I don't think we need a 4th land right now. Yeah, I mean, if they go Badgermole into Ouroboros, I mean, I think we just give it up, right? We'll just drop from this and head on out and just live in a Badgermole Ouroboros world from now on. All right. They did not do such a thing. I kind of want to be proactive here. This isn't a deck that likes to hold back, you know? So you hold back when there's something you absolutely can't beat, but Ouroboros we can bounce and then counter. And this was pretty nice. That's kind of the card I was looking for. Now we get some good card advantage. Maybe we can find Roaring Furnace. I really want a Roaring Furnace. That's not bad. That finds Roaring Furnace pretty handily. But Roaring Furnace with 3 boomerang basics, just boom, 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 boom. Blow everything up. Yeah, that's one reason I didn't want to leave up Get Out, is if they just warp Riddlers, play Elves, that kind of BS. Yeah, Standard hasn't been very forgiving in a while, that's for sure. Okay, great combo, of course. That's always scary having that stupid card in the yard. But not the biggest deal yet. They can't do anything about this. So let's do this. That's pretty good. I really want a Roaring Furnace, but a second Get Out here is probably pretty good. That card is incredible against them. And now I will actually have 2 targets. So they're going to know about this Get Out. But that's okay. If they don't do anything, that's the nice thing about Get Out is you just bounce. And now we can get some pressure going while being disruptive. And you got to just play as a control deck up against this deck. Like, play a Riddler. I'll get it out immediately. And you always get out the stupid Cub. I mean, it's just one of the best cards. Counter it. I guess they could have the negate. Which is good. Yeah, now they just have 4 mana and Ouroborite ready to go. You still just have to counter this Cub. As it's a free spell, essentially. Yup. Alright, well, I would have very much liked to kill that Cub, but now we're kind of on damage control duty. Like, we just need to find some removal here. A Roaring Furnace would go a long way. Okay. Is it a little too late? So we can Roaring Furnace down the Cub, and then they get to do something. I think killing it is more important than leaving up Get Out right now, though. I could Boomerang Basic it back right away, or just get an Otter going. Like, they're going to probably get a Riddler in play, but that's okay. I think it's always just correct to kill the Cubs so they can't clone it. I could be dead next turn, though, to be honest. Because I think I'm going to make the play of... Oh. What do you have? Oh, okay, I'm almost assuredly dead then, huh? That sucks. Yikes. Alright, I mean, I could bounce a creature to minimize some of the damage. I don't think I should play like that, though. I think I should just be mana efficient and try to be as reactive as possible. And if they have it, they have it. Still want to get my attack in for 4, but now is the turn where we just could be dead. And we interacted quite well. They had two of the negates. You know, like, if they do win the game here, their draw was great, right? Like, they had 2 negates, they had an early start. But if they don't win the game here, I think we still are pretty good, because next turn we can Roaring Furnace twice. So I could, like, kill a Riddler and kill a Cub. But of course, we could just be dead. I hope we're not. Ooh, that's gotta be death. Like, you always just think, like, oh, that's pretty good, but no, that's probably enough. So, 3, 6, 9, 12. Maybe not then. I feel like they could have done it. I feel like they could have there and should have. They would have only been able to attack with the Cub and the Crater Hoof, but then I'm dead. Like, you Warp Riddler there. I mean, we're still probably dead. Don't get me wrong, but I think they messed that up. Just so busted. Just so busted. Okay. What can we do here? Just give them all the mana in the world and kill their 2 Riddlers? Can we try to kill them? Talent. God, if I had a land, I maybe could have. So we can only go talent, Boomerang Basics on this, play this. That probably is not enough. It's definitely close. We almost had them dead. But almost doesn't cut it. So I guess I just kill the Riddlers and hope they don't have anything left. They just have all mana. All right. One Riddler down. Can't imagine we live. Their hand has to be bad. Stack is the real deal, y'all. Let's see. I mean, they can make everything Cubs, but, like, I don't even know if that's that bad, right? Does this kill me? What is that? That's a forest. This is a land. It's a land. So if I went like this, do I die? 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I think they might be dead now. I mean, I have a lot of damage here with this, and to this. And drawing a land. Oh, they're dead. I'm not even going to do the math because I don't even think it's close. How did we win this game? This still nets us damage. Well, I can't believe we won this game, y'all. Hello, goodbye. This deck does win out of nowhere. I mean, it's not as flashy as Crater Hoof, but it does the job. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Okay, well, I can't believe we won that. All right, so I'm going to follow my own sideboard guide here. As I always, whenever I make a guide, I like to follow my sideboard guide just, you know, to the T. And just make sure that the information is good because it's a solid way to, it's a solid way to know if I did something wrong or not. So I did do this matchup. All right, let's see what I did. So I went like this, plus those removal spells. I took out Stock Up, 1 Siege, and 2 Get Outs. I don't know if that's actually correct. I might need to adjust that. And they do have the Nature's Rhythm and stuff, but I think the Frostcliff Sieges, as cool as that was, are probably bad. So this is what I'm doing. I might have to adjust that because I don't know if I love this. I think I would like 1 trainer, if anything. But the Cliff Siege on the draw is just probably not good enough. So let's get rid of that. I'm going to take out 1 trainer. I'm going to write myself a note to adjust this sideboard plan. But let's go like this for this game. All right, so I feel like we got lucky there, as I think if we were in our opponent's spot, we would have won from their side. As I think they could have Crater Hoofed the turn they put a Cub into play. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so just the ability to kill 1 elf and then play some talents and get some pressure going. It's slow, but we can kill the turn 1 elf, so I think you keep it. And then it becomes a bit of a tough choice. Do you even kill the elf or do you wait for the Cub? The Cub is that important. But I think this hand is still just barely good enough. You do have to aggressively mulligan with this deck a little more than at least I normally do. I'm more of the Seth Manfield rule of thought, like just keep your hands. You get to play with 7 cards instead of 6. It's just math. But this one, you have to be a little more disciplined. I have to be like a normal Magic player. Oh, yep. Here's the dilemma. Do I kill the elf or do I wait for the Cub? I mean, I think it's still Bolt the Bird. It's just if they do have the Cub, it is going to be a problem. I'm going to kill this hideous looking elf. It's close though. And then ideally, I'd like to play the 2 talents and then start holding up Get Out. So if they have a bad turn where they can't represent Ouroboros, that would be awesome. That's a bad turn that doesn't represent Ouroboros. So now we get to jam some talents. The main thing with this deck is you want to hold up Get Out when you have a bailout of returning your things. Otherwise, it can go not great for you. Just don't have Cub into Mockingbird, which you get 2 Cubs. Like those are the type of turns from that deck that just look obscene. Uh-oh. Don't do me like that. Yep, now they just have 1 billion mana. That's it. Alright, still not the absolute worst here. Alright, let's go like this. At least we can attack this way. We need some more gas. Or please block my poor little otters. It's pretty obvious now, and I actually don't have the bailout because I bounced it, so maybe that was wrong, but... So they just have 7 mana. I think I have to let that go, mostly because I can't counter that. The best way he knows how. Another body laying gold in the gutter. Listen to me. I'll be countering that one, though. All right, please give us a good follow-up here. Fire Magic, Slagstorm, Iroh's Demonstration. I should have more than 3, though. I think I want like 5 post-board. That was still not bad. Because now I get to kill something this turn and next turn, so... While still getting in a good chunk-ski of damage. So let's go like this. That's probably good enough. Famous last words. If they clone something, if they put a clone into play and they clone this one, it's still cloning a Badger Mole, right? I don't have any incentive to kill this. Mockingbird still copies this. It's still, at this moment, a Badger Mole Cub, right? That would make sense. Yeah, so I might as well kill the flyer. Boom. Next turn, we're still going to only be able to cast 1 thing, though, unfortunately. But they're... You know, we can attack them for 6 next turn. I wish 6 was 8. Next turn, I'll be mana efficient and just Storm Chasers. If there is a next turn. God dang it. Jesus Christ. All right. Well... Insane. Felt like I had him on the ropes, and now we're in a bunch of trouble. I don't have a good turn. I think I should... attack to get some cheeky damage in. And hope I don't die. So if I kill the flyer, this goes to 5. This is 11 plus 6 more, 17. Okay, so I just can't attack. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So let's go like this. Interact now while we can. And hope it's enough. Which I highly doubt it is. Yeah, that was a little late. That's not going to kill a single thing next turn. Oh, if we drew that this turn. If I would have bottomed a braid! No! I was very close to bottoming a braid. I guess it wouldn't have even been the full 3. You know, they still would have had some gas. Well, let's see if they get too aggressive and attack all out again or something. I mean, I have 1 blocker now to get through, but how much of this do I have to take? 12. I have to block 2. Oh, that's probably too much. Yeah, that's going to be too much. Okay, okay. If this could go face, we had him. But since it doesn't, we have been got. All right, that game was close. That game was close. Maybe I'm supposed to have more Frost Sieges, though. I mean, our get-outs would have been good, so I do like having those in. And Trainer on the play still seems fine. Like, Trainer to find the stuff we need. Yeah, I'm going to leave it the way it is, but I think our sideboard will have to be containing more Pyroclasms to respect this deck a little bit more next time. Flash Freezes is iffy because they have a lot of blue cards. So it doesn't counter everything. And I need to counter Quantum Riddlers, as that card can be a problem. It's close for sure, though. All right. Ew. We finally got a mass removal spell, but no lands to cast. Okay, this is totally fine. Now, what do we want to keep? Probably get rid of the mountain. Just keep removal. Yeah. 2 lands is a little lame, but at least we can kill some stuff. I'll definitely Roaring Furnace an Elf. A Gene. Gene is much worse. I kind of don't want to kill Gene. That might be famous last words, but this is not a bad time to get a trainer going. Because I want to kill, if they play a Cub next turn, I for sure want to kill that. So, all right, let's do it. But of course, if they have an insane draw, I'm in a ton of trouble. AKA Badgermole Cub into a 2-drop. So, Boomerang is best to keep our plan going. And Into the Flood Maw is best if I need to interact, let's say, with their land next turn. Which might be needed, but then I'm just kind of out of pressure. I think I need something like this just to keep my advantage going. But let's see. God, just not Cub into a 2-drop, please. Okay. That's firm, fair, reasonable. It's a great card, but not completely unbeatable. God, imagine if I Boomerang Basics into Pyroclasm right now. So I could, if I'm feeling real froggy, bounce this. Roaring Furnace, the Llanowar. Have them replay that? No, I probably should just kill it. I'm just worried about Ouroboros next turn, believe it or not. I think I need to keep my plan going. It's pretty good. I think I still want to do this. Still want to do this, maybe. I was running out of time. So I want to be able to kill Ouroboros if they play it. And I can do that with this, and then I can play my whole hand. Like that. All right, I think I know what I want to do. Guess they could have the stupid counter spell. Whatever. All right, I'm going to attack here. And now I can answer an Ouroboros with the torch at least. Okay. Okay. Kind of want to scry here. Don't think this is going to be that kind of game. Fire magic would be so sick. Don't think that's good enough. I can just go get torch and insulate myself. I think I like that. I didn't want to do it in my upkeep because in case I drew land 5, I wanted to be able to do that. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to get torch back. And then I'm going to attack. And I'm going to say go. Okay. They can't really flash one back. I don't think I care. Could do a stop at my upkeep. Ice this down. Play this. That's 7. If I find a spell, especially if I find a bounce spell or a land. If I do it now and I find a land, I go boom, 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 2 spells. Still 1 short. God, I think I should probably go for the win. So if I find like a torch, any removal spell, I would win. Yeah, I mean, I think I should. This deck's that good. Plus, it's still a good card. Wait, is that the win? Talent plus buy? No, it isn't. Come on. No, the literal worst. All right, let's hope I can get him to block. Now I'm scared. Okay. Well, let's see if we die. 2 lands on top was a punisher for sure, but maybe I had to kill that card anyways. Yep. No, untapped land was not lethal. So now if I kill this and attack, they have to block 2 here and they take 3? God dang it! I guess we try to kill Ouroboros. Maybe making 3s is actually better. So Boomerang Basics. Boomerang Basics still has to be best here. And bouncing their Ouroboros. Probably shouldn't have showed him that I had nothing here, but I think if I bounce Ouroboros, that's my best chance. Or I bounce Talent, replay Talent, 3 3s attacking, 1 gets blocked, 1 gets 2 gets blocked, 3. It's close. So if I let Ouroboros live, it's gonna buck. This could block here, this would block there, that would chump. But if I don't, I probably die. Well, the Llanowars do have to kind of chump. Ugh, I do not know. I'm going to go with this. Ugh. At least that's damage to the face if I can live. All right, let's hope we can live. I'm sure I can die in this spot. Probably pretty easily. 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Yeah, and I think it was right, because if I didn't attack with Trainer, they could have double blocked one Otter, blocked Ouroboros to the other one, taken 3. Maybe that's not better. Having a Trainer back for a block. I mean, if I die by way more than, you know, a small number. Yeah, I don't... Okay, well, I mean, it was not easy, but we did take the deck down. Honestly, they're dead on board with that. Like, they're dead to this. They're still dead to this, so we don't even need Slag Storm. Yeah, I would only die to Crater Hoof there. So, yeah, let's just Slag Storm for each player damage. And kaboom! We beat the broken deck easily. All right, not easily. We had to think very hard. I think our opponent had to screw up game 1, and it was still barely able to take them down. I mean, the Simic deck is the real deal, y'all. It is. There's no way around it. It is just an amazing deck, so... All right, let's play some more. All right, so let's get back into the gaming. Before we get too far into it, especially, this seems like a perfect time to tell you all about Spotlight Atlanta. If you have not signed up yet, well, the tournament is happening in 2 days, so you better hurry up and fly to Atlanta. I'm going to be commentating this with the one and only Jim Davis. It's going to be exciting. We'll see if Simic takes it down. We'll see if, you know, maybe that deck isn't all it's cracked up to be. And we'll be giving away a bunch of PT invites as well as $50,000 in cash. So make sure to join us if you haven't. If not, watch us in coverage on SCG coverage on YouTube if you're going to be sitting at home. So thanks so much to SCG, and we'll see you in the coverage chat, or we'll see you there in person. Make sure to come and say hello as well. That'll be sweet. All right, so I would love to go first. You know, this hand is not good. I don't even have to go into why, but there are so very many reasons. Yikes. Okay. All right. Yeah. Jim brought his hands of the week with. Because this hand is horrendous, too. These are the only 2. We want to be drawing those later. All right. All right. We're definitely snapping this off. Not close. Not because it's good, but... okay. So, one of these for sure. And then it's... one of the cards, the 3 cards on the right. We got to assume that we're up against the stupid Simic deck every time. And if that's the case, let's keep the cards that are good against them. But of course, this is a poor hand anyways. This deck mulligans a lot, but it mulligans pretty well. You draw into Riddlers and stuff like that. Momo! Is this the black-white deck? God, Momo, you're so cute. All right. That's not good. Drawing splash portals without the creature is, believe it or not, bad. I've been playing against this black-white a decent amount, and let me tell you, under normal circumstances, it is a very easy matchup. Very easy. I bet it preys on the green decks, and that's why it's popping up. But we've been beating the crap out of this deck otherwise. Now, this game I do not expect to go our way, y'all. Unless we draw this into, like, Trainer or Riddler or something, but... So I don't want to just leave this up. It's too obvious. So I'm definitely playing this. I kind of want to kill them both, but I cannot indeed do that. So I might as well get my talent back. I'm like an NBA player in Space Jam. I just need my talent back. It's a deep cut for any of you 90s kids. Everyone's like, you mean the one with LeBron? And then I'll ban you immediately, okay? And then I'll ban you immediately for even watching that movie. Okay. I think I just want Trainer here to get the splash portal shenanigans going. It's gonna die, which sucks, but Splash Portal is very fragile anyways. Very fragile anyways. Let's get on in. Let's get busy. And I think we're just still going to play it. God, I hope they use a removal on this. Leaving up Get Out is like not actually the worst here. I mean, it also, if they spend a removal on a Thunder Trap trainer just because they know we have 2 Splash Portals, it's still not a good exchange for them. So I think that is the tying reason. Unless, of course, it's like land, Riddler, Riddler. Then I'm just ending the stream, but... I would say opponents being slow, but I cannot really talk. I was just very slow on my turn. So we'll give them time. Aven Interrupter. That's pretty good. That's pretty good against me. I don't enjoy that. Okay. I feel like we are behind enough that we should try to go for the Riddler play. Don't have another Aven Interrupter. I mean, Aven Interrupting on a Quantum Riddler is not as good because you get to cast it as the good side. Oh, but there's 2 of them. Oh, yeah, never mind. We're dead. Yeah, there's 2 of them, so it increases it. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is definitely an anti-green deck. I mean, it's going to work against us this game as well, but I like our chances for the rest of the matchup. All right, so I guess we need Boomerang Basics into a land. Oh, I didn't even know you could Seam Rip that, to be honest. A tap land is probably not going to get us out of this. Believe it or not, y'all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just dead. All right, close game. Close game. Both teams fought really hard. All right, let's kill creatures. Should be a good matchup, though, for us. I don't think I need as many into the Flood Maws. I want all my removal. I probably... On the play, I can probably have this. Stock up still is probably better, so I think going down to 1 is fine. And anything else we want to bring in? I don't think so. Just kill their stupid creatures and be on our way. Okay. Let us battle. All right, if we keep drawing like complete garbage, this isn't going to be good for us. All right, this hand's totally fine. Stock up actually looks pretty sweet here. We do want the removal spells. This is the type of matchup where stock up is quite good. Broadside Barrage is just extremely expensive as well. I mean, there could be some world where I'm not supposed to have Storm Chaser talent. It always feels crazy because it's such a good card, but I actually think it's correct this time. I almost never put this card on the bottom, and it still might be wrong, but I just want to interact with their stupid bats and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to try it. I'll kill their Momo on turn 1 if they play it. Momo is quite good in their deck. Yeah, not a card that's good against us. Okay. It's not a scary thing. Now I probably want the talent. Although if they play bat and take my torch, it's pretty awkward. Then I would have just wanted another torch. I think I'm going to take the torch. That guarantees I'll have stock up ready. Normally you want to be trying to get as many proactive elements as you can, but... Momo! It's a good exchange for us. Bad hit. Well, I could go with the Sad Riddler or do some torching. I think I should just try to essentially double torch. One proactive torch, and then we'll say go. Not a big fan of drawing lands for this match, it would seem. I've never seen this card before in my life. I mean, it looks great here. All right, well, I guess I'll kill it. It's a pretty good card against us, though, I'll tell you that. I might actually torch something in my draw step here. I probably won't torch that. Okay. All right, so now any reason to not just get stocked up? I don't think so. Stock up, get a 4th land, get some gas. Let's get 2 lands. I think 2 lands is the right call. Show me some of that Spanish. Good old Ketramos, eh? Believe in me. Help me believe in anything. Okay. Now let's play a little defensive. I don't think I need to torch Momo. In the bright lights. I could be super defensive and just warp a Riddler. Then say go. I actually like that. Let's do that. Get some value, because then I might counter something and then play Riddler next turn. That card's not going to be very good. That'll be on Jeskai. You're safe over here, buddy. No duress can hurt you. No intimidation tactics can intimidate you, sweet, sweet Riddler. God, this card is messed up. All right, if Ketramos does get to start turning sideways, though, we are in trouble. Well, I mean, I should probably kill Alkalots, but... Get that out of here. I don't think so. She looking at me. It's a good card. But let's get the tickler down. Be lonely. I'll take it. All right, we are in complete and utter control. Complete and about to be utter control. I don't know if I do want to... No, I definitely don't want to cast it, because an interrupter would get me. Would be pretty nice, so... Believe in me. All right, we'll just do a little thunder trapping. Wanna be someone who believes, true believes, true believe in. Yep. Those are all fantastic cards. I think Get Out is just still the best, though. Mr. Jones wishes he was someone just to let him off funky when everybody loves me. All right. Is it time for me to get busy? It just might be. Anything that punishes me for that? There's a few things. Not enough, though. I think this is a sideways turn. Get busy, Riddler. I'm just going to say go. I could try to Boomerang Basics my Thunder Trap trainer, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay. I'll take the Momo damage. I'll kill a Momo. What you got? What you got? Oh, that does exile. I kind of forgot about that. I very much did not want them to draw a card. That's okay. Ketramos is almost online. All right. Pretty good. All right, let's go with the Siege. Time to start drawing some extra cards. Jeskai! This cannot block yet. How could they exile 3 cards? I don't think they could. So I think it's pretty safe to get busy. I think that's okay. Still drawing a card here. Sure, you got the Riddler, and that's good and all, but doing this once is not so bad. Let's try it once. Kind of don't want to keep exiling stuff. All right, let's keep it there. A second authority. Yep. That's going to resolve. I mean, I'm just in no rush to do anything. Eventually, I will just kind of take them down with this. I am a control deck. Wouldn't love if they waited to get lost me, but I feel like they would have done it here. I was correct. Let's keep the otters going. I really don't want this to happen, so. Because it exiles something, and then they draw more cards. Plus, this can find me more get lost, which seem excellent. More boomerang basics. So I could otter again. Sure. We're ottering. Splash Portal is only good if this card lives. This is going to be good all the time, so I probably should just take this. Splash Portal is the better card if Trainer lived, but if they see Splash Portal, they'll probably try to kill it. Momo! Rest in Peace would have been good. Okay, let's start by attacking. Library check. Plenty, plenty. It's pretty good. All right, shall we start casting spells? Buying Get Out is always pretty nice. But I think we can... guess if they have Get Lost. If they Get Lost me, though, then I know I can train her for full value. So, yeah, I'll make you have it. Feel like you're living, but you might be better off dead. That's good. That's what we wanted. 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's do this. Nothing matters. More stuff. Stuff. There it is. I don't think I care. Exile target spell. I don't care very much, but I'm going to buy back Get Out next turn anyways, so whatever. Yep. There's the splash portals. Yeah, that's pretty good right now. Exile. Wait. That triggers off this, right? Whenever one or more cards are put in exile from graveyard under battlefield during your turn. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we'll get Ancestral Recall then. We'll get this. Now, do we kill Momo or let that poor little flyer actually live? All right, we'll just let it live. We won't take everything from them, just most stuff. All right, Momo, what you want? It's been a fun game. Just get to cast and do everything we want at all times. Oh, I think it's fine to do this. Shall we cast spells? Buckle up. All right, so this is not that. All right, so let's go. Let's start with this. This is the fun part where this might be lethal. Yep. Here's one of these. Library check. Okay, we're doing fine. Tra-la-la-la-la. All right, probably not lethal because of this life gain that we're going to have. So we should be a little bit more conservative. And to be more conservative, I'm going to fire this off first, get a Get Out, and then play another one of these, and then kill them next turn. This deck always just has 6, 7, 8, 9 cards at basically all times, and it's pretty fun. It's really fun to play, actually, y'all. It is so incredibly fun to play. And I do think it's good. I do very much think it's good. This, I don't think is that real of a deck for what it's worth, but, you know, whatever. All right. Iroh, give us a demonstration. Just a quick demonstration. Well, hi. Hi, little kiddo. What you doing? Yeah, I'm drinking coffee. You're right. You're right.
She said, say hi, Dad.
You want to say hi? All right. You want to say hi to everyone? Oh, they just conceded. They saw you coming and they're like, well, we can't beat Mallory. Mallory's too powerful. Can you say hi? There's people in the camera.
Hi.
Yeah, those are our friends. Yeah. I know. Pretty fun, right? How should we sideboard, Mamo? Should we make any changes? Or should we just keep it like this? Do you think... We have a pretty good matchup, but we're on the draw. So that could be problematic. Yeah, I think the caps lock is a good call as well, but The caps lock does not do us a lot right now. Yeah. Yeah, pretty colors. All right, I love you. I hope you have a good time. No. No? You can be a streamer baby here pretty soon, okay? Yeah, you can color some markers upstairs. Sorry, everyone. She is so cute. Very cute. All right, why did they concede? That game was anyone's game. All right, just kidding. I'm not going to make any changes. And let's get it done. Let's get it done. Not good enough, I don't think. Yeah, it's just too bad if they play a bat. Otherwise, it's not so bad. Like, we play Talon on one, and if they don't play a bat, upkeep, we could torch something and sack the Talon. But it's just too risky. We got a mulligan. I'm going to keep, but this is not ideal by any means. I'm going to get rid of one splash portal. I think it's better than going to 5, but this hand is not good. But we are up against the Thoughtseize. Oh, Intimidation Tactics one time. Intimidation Tactics. Dang it. Okay. That's all right. A Riddler in 2 turns, and I'll be happy with everything. Yep, there's the bat for the Iros. I'll at least have an Essence Scatter to hold up, but not great. Not great. They did a good job of picking our hand apart. This is the type of game where a top deck Riddler, though, just ends their game after they spend so many resources, you know? We just gotta be nice and chill about it. Okay, so they have an Aven Interrupter, it seems. So we're gonna take it nice and chill. We got no pressure. That sucks. Okay, Riddler. Riddler before they have land 3. Okay, I'll still take a Riddler. I'll draw 2 with it. Ooh. So we could go bounce, kill, get our splash portal back. Is that even good? Or we just let it hang out and try to get more value. I mean, it's not so bad to just spend our turn killing both bats, getting a portal back, you know? Like, I think that's probably worth it. All right. Oh, I guess they do take my portal, though, with this one. Dang it, that makes it much worse. Yeah, I didn't think that through. That was actually wrong, I think. I mean, then they do have to play it for their turn. I mean, I think I'm committed now. We'll still just top deck a Riddler. But now if they have the Aven Interrupter, it's so much worse for us. That could be good. If they flash in an Interrupter, I was like, I might do it. But no pressure. We'll let it slide until they do stuff. Have a Pyroclasm ready to go. And yes, they played a nonsense card. Okay. I mean, I still think I play it, because if they do go Interrupter, I'm definitely going to... That was a great draw. So that'll be free next turn. Can I kick it from this zone? We're going to find out. Probably. It is risky into another Aven, but I think it might be worth it. Because then I can play Talent and buy back a Torch. YOLO. I'm no coward. Yes, yes, yes. Slaggy? Retro Slaggy Storm? Or just another Talent? I think Talent, because I can just buy back. Oh, I can't even cast Slag Storm, so that's probably a good reason. I maybe have to cut Slag Storm for Clasms. I'm your vehicle, baby. I don't want to risk the trainer with the splash portal, so I'll just cast this, and we'll splash it up later. Okay. God, thank God my opponent's deck does not do a ton. I don't even know how this card works. It enters tap. Oh, it just costs more. Okay. That's a good Magic card. That was a really good Magic card. Oh my goodness. We're about to pop off. We're about to pop off. And it's such good bait if they do have a Mind Sensor here. Like, I think I'd probably Mind Sensor it. And this isn't even good to Mind Sensor. But you probably have to if you have it. But now I'm going to splash around and play it. Well, yeah, you should do it then. I was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. But that's probably right. All right. It's the same amount of damage if I go like this. God, I love this deck. All right, back to the basics, baby. And we could never possibly lose. We could never possibly lose. You got a Ketramose. I knew from the neighborhood. All right. Sadly, this Talent enters tapped, I think. Okay, that's not how that works. And let's bounce it. All right, Ancestral Recall. Whee! Whee! All right, your turn. I guess Rest in Peace would probably be their best draw. It's probably not that. I think they might take a peek and be like, yeah, I'm going to head out. You want? We can play if you want. Probably should have did this on upkeep, but nothing matters. Let's rain on the summer day. Let's bounce. Let's bounce. Where are you going? Where on earth are you heading out to? Oh, I love this deck. All right, let's play one more match with this. All right, final match with Izzet Blink. Okay. I think this hand is fine. If we're not up against an aggro deck, it's a lot worse, but I think it's good enough. If it didn't have Roaring Furnace, I would not keep this, but the fact that we can go Furnace, bounce it, Furnace to try to kill some creatures, this hand's going to be horrendous if we're like up against Jeskai Control or whatever, but there's so much Simic around that I think it's worth it, but that's unfortunate. So there's nothing I'm going to want to boomerang basics from an Izzet deck on turn 2, so we will just enter this tapped and say go. Ugh, okay, Lessons. This could be problematic. This could definitely be problematic. Well, let's go just this for now. And we'll say go. And if they go to level, I'll bounce it. I might just bounce it anyways. Yeah, this is not a good hand against Lessons. It's like the worst possible hand against Lessons. Let's let them do this. Oh, wow. Bricked on the land. Okay, well, I will flood them. And then we'll say go. Tilt. Well, now I'm just going to try to counter their thing on the way back. We're missing land drops too. I'm going to try to get their artist talent here. I get so wrecked if they go land monument, though. I figure it was worth the risk. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. It might have not been worth the risk. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Now we'll start our otter nonsense. Maybe play stock up if we get the chance. Oh! I don't think we should risk it. Because that play is so good next turn if we can have land 3. Riddler, scamming in the Riddler is our best play. So I think we should play this nice and safe. Every time I risk it, it just never feels worth it. So I'm gonna do the more safe play. And if we get a land, we still have a nice play of just replaying the talent. And if they waste it into the Flood Maw here, it's not so bad. Yeah, that's fine too. Damn it, we would have hit. But also, yay, we got a land. It'd look a lot better if we had an old Quantum Tickler in play. That's all right. That's all right. Ah, Recall, eh? That's a good Magic card. I will not block your fish with my much cooler fish. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is good, but they are kind of like set up right now. I don't feel great about this. All right, let's splash around. I could try to get a little more value off the splash portal. I probably have to because, let's see, this is dealing 6 already. I don't love to kind of waste that value here, but I think it's important. I think it is important. There it is. None of these are braids. That's too bad. Yeah, our hand was not set up to beat an Izzet deck. Not set up to beat an Izzet deck at all. We're still doing okay, but we're for sure wildly behind. Had to figure that was coming. Postboard gets a lot better for us, though, bringing in lanterns and stuff. Lanterns and annuls. I get a good feeling, yeah. But normally I think I have a pretty good matchup against Lessons. But I do not think this game is going to go well for us. But I can kill the crap out of that fish, I'll tell you that. This fish could be super bad. Super dead. That's unfortunate, as we just wasted our last splash portal. We could just go get a splash portal with our Storm Chaser's talent. Nothing bad will happen there. I think we need to stock up, try to find like a Frost Siege or something. All right. basically accepting defeat here. I don't think we can win from this spot. Okay. Grand. Pop off. Pop off. Well, next turn we can kill Grand, scam in a Riddler, and still have the great joy of losing horrifically badly. We need to find our Braid. Yeah, have all the cards. Some games, not how this game's gonna look, but our opponent sometimes will draw all the cards in the world, but just will still lose to our Riddlers. We did not get an early enough amount of pressure. This is a matchup where they're gonna win the long game. We need to get on the battlefield quick with either the Storm Chasers plus bounce effect or a turn 3 Riddler. The hand we kept was ready to go up against a green deck. It was not a hand we would keep if we knew we were up against Lessons for show. Okay. Things are going fine. Things are going fine. Everything is good. All right, let's start with warping this. Let's splash around. Let's kill Grand. They clearly don't have anything right now, which is strange. All right, it's the best we got. Grand's back. Monument's back. All right, we can figure that they're going to be able to figure this one out. All right, I'm going to just be following my sideboard guide. I like to follow it just to see if I have any big holes in the guide so I can fix them. So I am bringing in a pretty easy amount of lanterns and annuls and taking out 1 Flood Maw, 1 Roaring Furnace, 1 Fire Magic, 1 Get Out, and 2 Torch. Yeah, it's a little spread out because they can still have creatures I want to kill. They can still go... You know, I still might want to kill Riddlers with some Furnaces. My Sieges are very good against them. Yeah, I think this seems pretty good to me. Let's go with that. I could see wanting a few more Flood Maws, but I'm not 100%. On the draw, I think they're maybe more enticing, but you can still boomerang basic back the Monument, which is still good enough. Okay, Izzet Lessons. Got to win the last 2 games to have the perfect 3-0. Okay, this is good. We have a plan to get out a quick Riddler. And, I mean, that's honestly all you want. We can kill Grand dead. So we pray that Grand is their turn 1 play. Into the Flood Maw. My case into the Flood Maw. So it's either on the bottom and gone forever. I don't think I want it at this stage of the game, so basically ever, but I'd rather top deck a Thunder Trap Trainer, kill that Grand. Oh yeah, that's not a good card against us. Graveyard Hate does not do anything against us, so I welcome their lanterns, where our lanterns are great. All right, we'll say go. We'll get out something if they play a talent or something. If not, we'll just hope our Riddler works next turn. They have It'll Quench You. But I don't like just doing nothing here. And if they quench my Riddler, it's not the absolute worst. If they quench Riddler into Monument, that is the worst case scenario. But I kind of can't do much about it. So I'm going to make them have it. I could just boomerang basic it back. Nah. We'll make him have it all. Riddler is hard for them to kill. It really is. Oh, yeah. Monument me. Monument me. All day. That resolves. That went well. I'm happy I did the things I did. Oh, come on, Monument. It's a good turn. You're wide open. Not many. This deck doesn't play more than one Abrade. Ah. Okay, well, let's get busy. It's just going to be an interactive turn, it looks like. We'll say go. Next turn, I'll dip into the sauna. I'll dip into the sauna and have a good steam. Just take those lands with it. This is the type of games that we want to play against Lessons. Is just getting a quick Riddler down and then defend it. Okay. Kaboom. Now, I mean, I'll definitely dip into the sauna if I don't draw anything nice here. That is something nice. Yeah, that's better. The sauna, as cool as it is, it's not amazing by any means. All right. Blue, pay 2. Let's play this. I think I want to hold up Get Out here. Yup. Feels like I'm in front of a broken mirror. That's pretty good. I can't go buck wild with prowess triggers, unfortunately. I don't think. I think I do. Yeah, I think I'm just going to attack and then splash portal. See what we draw. Still a good amount of damage. All right. Splash around. I kind of want to play Roaring Furnace. Is that weird? Just get lower on cards. And I am only going to want to get out one thing. Get closer to doing Riddler stuff. This could be wrong, of course, but I'm going to do it. If they have an annul or whatever, I don't truly care. Okay. Your turn. I'll definitely get out at end step for these things. It's pretty good. But this is the spot that I was kind of talking about last game. Like, sure, they're going to draw some cards, but if I have a battlefield and I have them under pressure, then it's not as scary. Gotta let that one slide. I mean, if they do have the other thing, getting out proactively is not great, but I still think I have to do this. Please don't have another combustion technique. So I'm going to try to play this now. Now I can get out and save this. And get back my abrade as well. It's not so bad. Let's attack, see what they do. Getting back abrade does seem pretty good. All right, so that is quite good. That is quite good, of course. I'm going to get back a braid. And I'm going to have a braid in response to something. I'm not going to do it now. So now they got to deal with both threats. But if they do, you know, they are in a pretty solid spot. All right. Feels sketch for me to do it now, but I mean, I don't have anything to counter their combustion thing anyways. I mean, I can, like, return my Riddler, which I suppose is good enough. Yeah, I think it is a trap if I do anything here. That does suck. Now they get to discard again and make a treasure. God, I hate that trick. It's so good. I mean, I don't think that changes anything. So now I'm going to attack with 2 lethal threats and see what they do. All right, here they are. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we definitely want to abrade this monument. So I think we should start with that. We're not going to kill them this turn by any means. So then we'll want to do this. Maybe I draw a splash portal. All right, riddles for days. Now we'll just try to keep putting in lethal threat after lethal threat, but they do have a ton of cards. So I would think we're ahead, but not by a ton. I just want to put a lethal threat in every turn, every turn, every turn. Our one abrade was huge. Super huge. Let's see. And we haven't even found a lantern yet. A lantern at any point would have done some serious work. Artist talent is scary. All right, another monument. Our removal has been horrendous. Level up talent, say go. Gotta have a bounce spell for the otter, I would imagine. They are doing it. Oh, they're dead. Take $1 billion. All right. All right. All right. Well, I mean, that turn, if we didn't do that, we were going to torch this, buy back a braid and abrade that and say go. That's not that good. You know, like that would have not been amazing by any means. So did it look like they took out old Gran? It sure did, didn't they? So maybe I don't want any torches. They looked horrendous. Into the Flood mod definitely would be better. Yeah, I think that is a better exchange. Still got these for Riddlers if they have them. It is bad for us if they do just go Gran on one, though. I basically can't kill it. And Into the Flood Maw is not that good. I could go 2 Into the Flood Maw and 1 Roaring Furnace, so 3 Roaring Furnaces in. It's not so bad. I don't actually think I want to stock up on the draw. All right, let's do 3 and 3. That way we still have some ways to kill Gran, but also we can just bounce stuff if it's a problem. Yeah, we'll try it. Let's try it. All right, let's do this. Let's get the perfect 3-0. Gonna be a tough game, though, on the draw. Maybe we can find a lantern. Lantern is definitely important in this. Not amazing, but it is worth keeping. An Enola on the draw is great. Just please, no Gran, please. No Gran. Hooray! All right, the fastest F6 possible. Is that worth it? It's probably pretty good. I don't... Ugh, God, if I get monumented, though, it's so bad. I'm just gonna bounce the token. I think they have it, too. I think they have an annul. I don't think I should play around it, though. Maybe I should. I'm incentivized to dump my hand, though. They kind of are, too, though, so maybe that was wrong. I knew they had it, but... All right, let's play a trainer. God, I hope they don't have Quench, too. God dang it. All right, well, the way we played our spells just completely ran into everything they had. Feels bad. A lantern, some gas. That's gassy. That's gas adjacent. All right. Lantern, one time. Don't do it to me. Hooray! I think I would rather get back the boomerang basics and just say go. Yeah. That's problematic. That's also problematic. That Riddler card is, believe it or not, pretty good. Well, I'm pretty forced into starting to draw some cards here. It's that or I boomerang basic it back and try to find a damn lantern. Oh, they could annul this and it should be so... I think annul is the tiebreaker. Ugh. All right. A lantern. Do I play them? I don't want to let them put a monument into play, so I'll say go. My annul is basically face up as well, which is unfortunate, but... I can start doing some damage, though. While they just mess around and draw some cards. Yep. I think I kind of want to put pedal to the metal. Yeah, let's go a little fast. I think I just jam it. I don't think they leave in that many Iros demonstrations, but all right, let's figure it out. Would you like to draw 3 or deal with my 1 of Siege? If not, there's a lot of damage coming in. 10. All right, pedal to the metal. No Iros demonstration. Okay. Good, of course. I don't know if they played a land. Just don't go land to Iros demonstration. Okay. Well. I think if I go get out on Storm Chaser's Talent, play Storm Chaser's Talent, and play Frost Siege, they might just be toast. I feel like I need one more threat. All right. Hopefully that means they have absolutely nothing. I think they do. So 8, 9, 10. Okay. Woo! Woohoo! That was a tough match. That was a tough match. I don't even know what I was going to do there. I think I was going to play a Siege just in case they had Into the Flood Maw. But I would have had to do the math if one, fire bending lesson would have killed me there. So, whoo! Yeah, Siege is very good against lessons. So, all right, that was a 3-0. Once against the Simic deck. Second against black-white kind of nonsense. And then 2 lessons. So, Lessened and Simic, I think are, you know, some of the best decks in the format. So I feel pretty good about these 3 matches. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to the channel, share, chat, all that kind of stuff. And I do have a sideboard guide and an article for this deck in the Patreon, in the description below in my Patreon, if you're interested in that. And I'll be updating it as well for anyone who, you know, maybe wants to check it out for this tournament. But then Lorwyn's coming out, you know, things will change, that kind of stuff. So, all right, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.